Hello, and welcome back to the Crystal Beast domain. If you don't know what domain format is, what are you even doing here? You gotta fix that. So, domain format is a alternative format made by the community, us over in the Discord, in the domain format Discord, which there will be a link in the description. It is a alternative format that is kind of similar to Commander, 60 card deck with a Deckmaster inspired by the Deckmaster style of format from the anime that did get official rules, but those rules kind of sucked. So the masterminds behind Domain, they kind of came together, they brewed up a better rule list, and here we are. And it is a great alternative format that you should be getting involved in. And if you want to, like I said, there'll be a Discord link in the description. You can jump on in there, join us, talk about what you want to make, post memes, whatever you want to do. It's a great place to be. We recently hit 1,300 people plus in the Discord. Since I last uploaded, that means that we are getting like 100 plus people a week at this rate, so it's growing quick, and you should be a part of it. Anyways, what we're here to really talk about is the latest set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Destruction is a big one. For advanced format, it brought the Tenpai Dragon stuff, it brought some of the last touches of the Yubel support with Nightmare Throne, it brought the really high rarity Yugi deck that like may or may not be really good, it's kind of hard to tell. At least it's high rarity, so it's going to be expensive. But for us Yugi boomers over in Domain, and there's plenty of us, we got like Light Sworn cards, Ancient Gear cards, the Yugi cards themselves to like get like new Silent Magician, Silent Swordsman, Marshmallow, Gandora, all these crazy things. But we're not here to talk about really any of the Yugi Boomer stuff. We're not here to talk about competitive, TCG relevant, meta breaking cards. We're here to talk about a new format staple for Domain. There is a single card in this set. There's plenty that are in this set that are very good, but I think there is one card that will stand out above the rest as the new format warping staple for Domain. And that is multi-universe. We kind of talked about it a bit in the Discord. There was a lot of hype about this card, and I think even Jesse may have already talked about it in a video, but as the Crystal Beast connoisseur, we gotta talk about this card. Multi-universe is insane. When you activate it, only if you do not control a face-up card in your field zone. You can target one field spell that is banished or in either graveyard and destroy this card. And if you do, you place that targeted card face up in your field zone. You can only use this effect of this card once per turn. Then, if a card in the field zone would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. So, we just have to go over how nuts this is. In Crystal Beasts, especially in Domain and how I've built it, and mostly how other people would build it as well, we need to acknowledge that there is a flaw in the deck. The advanced Crystal Beasts are very good, but they do not function without Advanced Dark on the field. Without Advanced Dark, they self-destruct, they die, they don't stick around, they can't be used. It's half the deck is offline, right? And then if your Advanced Dark gets blown up, you only have one copy. So unless you can recur it by other means, you're just sitting there stranded with half your Crystal Beasts, not able to do anything. So with a card like this, you can get it back from Banish or Graveyard. It doesn't matter where it went. You're getting your field spell back. It doesn't matter what deck you're running, really. If you are a deck that has a good field spell or a necessary field spell for your deck, this card is mandatory. Otherwise, how are you getting it back? If you're like a zombie deck and you want to be annoying like beyond belief, and you know, your opponents, you're sitting there at the table, they get rid of your zombie world, they sit back, they sigh, they're like, ah, it's finally done. No, it's not. Multi-universe, baby. We're back, we're still annoying, zombie world's back. Your floodgate field spell, Necro Valley, whatever you're doing, bring that crap back. You are staying annoying. Stay a menace. This card's great. On top of that, it protects your field spell. You banish this from the graveyard, and it protects your field spell again. You bring it back, they try to get rid of it again. They gotta put the effort in, alright? Now, beyond that, let's look realistically. Once they bypass this card, and then they bypass the graveyard effect of it, you might be out of luck at that point. However, the point stands. In that time frame, that could be what you need to come back into the game. This card is huge for this format, and decks that need their field spells, especially Crystal Beasts. We need Advanced Dark. If we don't have Advanced Dark, half of the Crystal Beasts are offline. If we don't use... And Rainbow Ruins is fine, but, like, this is more at Advanced Dark. This is also at other field spells we could be running. This is at the Valence field spells that are very funny with how Crystal Beasts operate, where you can, like, float them up and send your opponent's cards back, and it just interacts very funny with the opponent in a meaningful way for us, and a detrimental way for the opponent, because, let's be honest, how many decks can interact with monsters in the Spell and Trap Card Zone? Crystal Beasts, Snake Eyes, I think Valence, because of their field spells and how their stuff works. That's like 3 out of like a bajillion archetypes in the game. Let's be honest with ourselves. Like, but the point being, how powerful this card is cannot be understated, and how good it's going to be in this format. If you are playing a deck in Domain, listen to me. If you're playing a deck in Domain that runs field spells that are mandatory, you pick up this card today. You go on TCG Player, you go on, if you're like Europe, you go on Card Market, whatever. You get this card. You cop it today. You put it in your deck, you're better for it. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. Not a lot going on, just really wanted to talk about this card. So, like I said, you need to join that Discord. You need to jump in there and play Domain format if you haven't yet. Fix your life. Play Domain. It will change it for the better. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.